Oh, what the people doing inside, ladies and gentlemen? They waiting for the Canada visa. We want to travel to Canada. We have to interview. Not easy for Vietnamese to pass. And the other coffee shop on our right hand side, this Highland Coffee. Hanoi is the capital cities of Vietnam, political cities. So Hanoi, they keep traditional things, but Saigon intermingle, mix between the Western style. You see the coffee shop, you see the tea shop, but in Hanoi, they try to keep traditional. The Vietnamese in Hanoi, they don't like coffee. They like tea. Saigon, they like coffee because French occupied Saigon in the 1887. Actually, 1859, they already here. And they built so many coffee shops, cafe everywhere in Saigon. We know baguette. We know everything in French they have. We have eclair, we have so many food with the French style in Saigon. So that's why Saigon, the times is around 20 years, 40 years ago. Many of the Vietnamese communicate in French language. But later on, in the 1960s, U.S. Army occupied Saigon. It turned into the American shop everywhere. So surprised. After the war, we don't have many Russian company in Saigon. We don't have many Chinese company in Saigon. But rest apart from the U.S. Army. But after fighting the Unite, the North control the whole country. But no Russian people living in Saigon. Because most of the Vietnamese after the war, they escaped from the country. They're living in U.S. and they want their. We have Hollywood, movie, cinema, every corner. KFC, McDonald's. We don't see any Russian food restaurant here. No. That's why when you go in shopping, Bunton Market, you say, how much is it, guys? The seller say that $1 US, $2 US. They never say Russian money, no. They don't say the Chinese money, no. That's so today, ladies and gentlemen, we go for the area that the Vietnam fighting together with the U.S. armies from the 1948. 1948, at the time we fighting with the French colonies. But later on, they will make it bigger, deeper, and they clean almost the village together. That the Cu Chi Tunnel. It takes around 1 hour and 20 minutes. No traffic jam. 1 hour and 20 minutes from here to the Cu Chi Tunnel. 6 million scooters a day in city center. Together with the outside of the city, we have 12 million motorbikes a day. You don't believe me? You can count and tell me yourself. Alright. Why motorbike? Is it a convenience? Why motorbike but not car? Car, we have to pay 180% of tax when we buy a car. For example, the normal car lies on your right hand side, Innova, something like that. This one on your right hand side. You have to pay 45,000 US dollar for one car. Honda like that, you have to pay around 40,000 US dollar. 40,000 US dollar is so expensive for Vietnamese. So they make their choice with motorbike. First reason is cheaper. Second reason, that very convenient. Ho Chi Minh City, some alley very narrow. The car we cannot go, but motorbike we are. The third reason, motorbike very romantic. How romantic? You see the ladies. She sit on behind and she hold her husband. On Sunday, Saturday, they go one round Ho Chi Minh City and they can sing a song. Okay, that's so romantic. I'm sure that you driving the car, you cannot do that. And motorbike, when we drive a motorbike, we have to get the license. Only easier for adults, 18. Some guys, some police will stop us and take the motorbike, go to the police station and keep there forever. So that is law in Vietnam. When we drive motorbike, we have to wear a helmet. I love her. I cannot classify because she cover everything, right? Because the air pollution, because the sunburn. The Vietnamese lady, they don't want their skin sunburned. They like fair skin. And look at that on our left-hand side. Most of the motorbike, they're waiting in the traffic light. It looks like waiting for a marathon. Oh, look at that. They go. Here we go. They're driving. Maybe the traffic of your countries is on the left-hand side, right? But in Vietnam, we use both. The people get on the pavement. They go wherever they can. The law allow or not allow. The law say no. But in traffic jam, motorbike very flexible. They go down the pavement and they go wherever they like. That's how the Vietnamese with traffic. But don't worry. When you're walking on the walking side, that's sad for you. That's okay. They keep away from you. They don't want to get any trouble, right? And the motorbike, you see the guy is on your right hand side, and he lies down on the bike. What he doing? He wrap taxi, wrap car, wrap motorbike. We say the motorbike taxi. You want to go somewhere else? You need to bargain. If you have the app with Grab and Uber, okay, you can book it. Very cheap price, and they got sometimes discount.
Andy, how much is a motorbike then? Is it $40,000 for a...
You see that Ta Noi? The guys on a motorbike with the name on the backside, say that Ta Noi?
Yeah.
That's the motorbike. It costs $9,000 US. $9,000 US. You see the guy on your left hand side, right hand side? Yeah, that's only $4,000 US. But the bike, you see the man on the gas station, this one only $400 US. So the difference price. iPhone 7, all right, sunglasses Versace, and then the bike Vespa. You are very handsome guys.
What happened to communism? What is this on the right side?
The death sentence. Ladies and gentlemen, so many traffic, right? How many kilometers from here to Hanoi? 1,760 kilometers away. We go by the train. It takes 2 days, 1 night. Take by the bus, it's the same time like that. Airplane, 1 hour, 45 minutes. By the motorbike, 1 month. By the horse, a year. By the bicycle, up to your healthy. That is the open celebrations. Maybe the new office is open today. So the people say that the unicorn dance it went away from the bad thing. So that's why unicorn dance it happened on a celebration. It happened on the New Year. Unicorns one of the holiest animals in Vietnam. So that's why unicorn dance, phoenix dance that went away from the bad thing. Location in the middle of the road on your right hand side. Yep, yeah. Temple we dedicate for the God who live and who are human before. Alright. Pagoda we dedicate for Buddhism. So quite difference between. Yeah. Okay, so I see cleaning that a soldier. Military base. In Vietnam, the teenage, from 18, they had to join an army. Some guys, he passed examination, entered university. He showed the paper that he the student. Okay, he no need to go join an army. But some guy cannot pass examination, enter university. They have to. Ho Chi Minh City, everybody. The girl, no need to go. Only boy. So that's why most of the young boys in Vietnam cannot get married the same age. Lady, she can study and then she can work before the man can start. So that's why not enough money to buy the food for her, not enough money to get a marriage. Get a marriage in Ho Chi Minh City very expensive, ladies and gentlemen. Of 15 to 20,000 US dollar. It costs a lot for Vietnamese people. Average for salary. University student, the newcomer, they get paid around 400 US dollar per month. Working in a bank, okay, they can get around 1,000 US dollar a month. So it's up to what the job they are. Motorbike taxi, motorbike driver. How much is that? He can earn like the guys on the right hand side. He parking on the pavement, walking side. How much is that? He can get a month. Nobody know. Only his wife. That's why the tax is not clear. Everything not for free. Only raining and sun. All right.
And fish.
Yeah. So how much is that? If I study English, something like that, a month, we had to pay 4,000 US. That costs a lot, right? Study engineer, IT, engineer, something like that. Wherever they go, they got the big bucket. That's it, costs money. Yeah. Cut it up and they deep it underground. This is the time they do that. So you see less and less, and some area they cut it already. And now they keep it underground. This is the way they make the metro. So that's why they keep it underground first, and then they make the metro. Yeah. If you cut it, no more Wi-Fi. It's very cheap Wi-Fi in Vietnam. Coffee shop, the shopping mall, even the cafeteria, any shop in Vietnam, they got Wi-Fi. It's free. Hotel, no charge for Wi-Fi. Then the cable for the telephone, the cable telephone. Got it already. Yeah, so now they will keep it underground. Only the 2G don't need the line, but the Wi-Fi will need the line. There's a marbles that we have just in the center park of Vietnam. It's so funny. When we built the independent palace for presidents in Vietnam, we didn't know that. So we import from France and we import from Italy, and after that we found out in center park of Vietnam. It's too late. We already paid so much money to import. Then we export the other country in Asia. We have marble, so many marble mountains in Vietnam country, from north to Central Park. Southern part of Vietnam, almost they are delta. We don't have many mountains in here. From Saigon to Cần Thơ, we don't have any mountain. See the motorbike showroom on the right hand side and motorbike repair. Most of the guys, they are engineers. They're waiting for customer. Any trouble happen between the car, the bus, and the motorbike when we traffic on the road? I say yes, but not serious accidents. It not kill somebody when we move inside the city. When we moving inside the city, it's very, very slow. But outside the city, on the highway, yes, it's so dangerous for motorbike choosing the lane where the cars or the buses. A day, it estimates around 20 people die by accident. So that a lot of people by accident died. The killing by accident more than killing by the war. Somebody from here to the border. Every hour we have at least one bus to go. And some guy living in Chinatown, they will go to the house because the Chinese, they addicted gambling. On your right hand side, you see the bus with the Cambodian language. Now, so far so good. But in the 1979, Khmer Rouge, they killed the Vietnamese in the border between the Vietnam and Cambodia. And more investors from the other country come to Vietnam. Ho Chi Minh City, we have 3 billion US dollar investor price. When we had the open celebration in the Bantan market, they had a fighting between the one ladies, the Kung Fu ladies, and a tiger. Wow, you know that most of the Vietnamese very good at Kung Fu, but not in Saigon. In the central part of Vietnam. So that's why I go to the central part of Vietnam. Don't tease in the girl. Maybe one of those, they're very good at Kung Fu. They knock you out. So this area nowadays, that is a suburban area of Ho Chi Minh City. That's reserved for the people from the other countries, the other countryside, like the other province. They are maybe from the northern part of Vietnam, central part of Vietnam, and the Mekong Delta. This area, the land very cheap. One boarding house around 40 square meter. We pay 50 US dollar. The same size like that in your hotel area, we have to pay around 500 US dollar a month. So quite different between them. Only is around 45 industrial part of Ho Chi Minh City. That's why it attracts the worker.